Stop right there. I have something to tell you that's very important. But today, it's about ADHD. And what is it, you might ask? What it is an attention deficit disorder, which is more of a mental thing, right? So it's just a thing that affects your focus and affects how you live your life. Something simple, something small, but it has a big impact. How long have I had it since? Like kindergarten, 12 years ish. But like it's something that's a part of me. It made me who I am. So the next, but I plan today to talk about these three very important topics that will help explain how I overcame everything and how I got through all this and how it can inspire you. All right, so I plan to talk about diagnosis and how it changed my life, how it affected me, and how I overcame it. So first off, we're going to talk about how it did diagnosis and how it changed my life right here. So when I got my diagnosis, I was young. Of course, I didn't know what the heck was going on. I was young, right? Kindergarten, first grade, you don't know what half of things are. But it last, I started realizing that the diagnosis will change my life forever, which I didn't know that when I was young, but it did. It put me on medicine and all that. But that's later on. We'll talk about that later. But still, it's just a big change because you get diagnosed with something you have no clue when you're young about until you realize later down the road, you're like, oh, I have something that's affecting me. How am I going to deal with this? You know? But nextly, we have how it affected me. It affected me in many different ways. So the main one it affected me with, oh, wrong one, my fault. How it affected me was that it made it hard to focus in classes. I was not able to sit still. I had a lot of energy. I fidget, see, fidget, lots of, and just it just affected sleep. It affected almost everything about my daily life. So, for example, as well as it affected me, this also affected people. People have also there are some people out there that also fidget because of ADHD. It's just a way to burn energy, in my opinion. But that's not the same for everybody. I felt that was a fun fact that people should know because if you understand, you can relate to me. So, but just like it affected me in many different ways, mentally, physically, because I normally it also affected me with my eating habits too. It made me eat more. It made me have more energy. It made me more rambunctious, I should say. It's really affected me in a positive and negative way. It makes me more social, but makes me not be able to do good in class. So I had to learn to overcome that. And that's what we're going to talk about next. So nextly we're going to talk about how I overcame these strong challenges that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. How I overcame it. I overcame this through adversity, through strives, through different medicines, through different hard ups and downs. I had my hard times, middle school. They put me on a very high dose that really affected how I was mentally, made me a very quiet kid, not who I was, made me not eat lunch. It wasn't me. 3 years. And then I had to learn to become myself again because of that. After that, I found the medicine that worked for me. I learned to overcome it. And after that, to this day, I have learned to overcome. I am learning to overcome it without any medicine or any help now going forward because I feel that you got to learn in life that you don't need sometimes you just got to let go of the extra needs of support because you got to learn to deal with things on your own. Those things are there temporarily in my opinion, but they can help you move forward. Keep your mind engaged. You know, how you overcome it as well as I also figured out ways to overcome and make myself more engaged in class. Find things like that keep me engaged, like keeping notes, staying active, maybe like being engaged in the class, maybe trying to find something that interests me, you know, and just like all that together, just gotta think, where have I came from and where am I now? So, lastly, let's conclude here. Let's conclude and come back to the beginning. So, we've talked about the three major things that have affected me: the diagnosis and changing my life, how it affected me, and how I have overcame it. It's crazy times we were in, especially, but it's also crazy you're having to deal with a mental disability. Sometimes you feel left out in the dust. Sometimes you feel like you're yourself. You feel amazing, right? But don't ever let you get that down, because you can't judge people with mental disabilities. You know, they're people too. We may it may be mental, but in our eyes, we may be different, but we're still you. We still have the same feelings as everybody else. And all we could do is give a helping hand to everybody that has disabilities. If we can all do that and come together and help everybody like that and judge everybody as equals, we all can be like amazing people, and everybody can be at peace, you know. Just sometimes it's hard when you have many people out there with mental disabilities and depression and all that and struggling through all that, you know. We have all these things that everybody deals with on a day-to-day basis. We just need to learn to band together and fight through them. I believe in you all. You all will help each other in these hard times, as well as helping people through these disabilities. Thank you for listening. I hope this inspires you to go out there and do great things. Thank you.